Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he used his quickness to make a play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Moore, the man in motion. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 11 now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked. But fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get them out to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Wallace, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Hey, check that, street.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 62 yards. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, that's Ward. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're going to look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the line.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bonito in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get it the 7-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know, that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you will too, without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one that was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Butker's kick here is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I own it on my own. Keep my